It is now a very distinct pleasure to bring to our festive event tonight Bob Fessler, who is the General Manager and Regional Vice President for the Midwest Territory of Lamar Advertising, one of the most impactful corporate relationships that the Crime Stoppers has. And Bob, I've got to ask you, and thank you for your great support of this organization, but how did this get started?
Well, I guess it was back in late 2002. Roger Kemp just actually showed up at our doorstep. Walked in and connected him with one of our sales reps named Leanne Petrie, and said he wanted to buy billboards. And Leanne quickly put two and two together and realized what Roger was there for. So she came to me, and we made the decision that if we could help Roger, we wanted to. And we started out with, I think, 3 or 4 billboards in the market with a composite sketch that I believe came from the FBI that showed the vehicle and the person of interest. And we put the billboards up, and I believe they were up almost 17 months, Mitch.
And again, this is for the Allie Kemp murder.
Right.
And that was her dad that came to you and said, but the impact not only in that case, but what has happened since that time, just giving us indication of here in the Kansas City area, how this has worked.
Yeah, Roger was, he stayed very well connected with us. He was always wanting to know where the boards were going and stopped by and was continually thanking us. But he was really relentless on he felt good about the billboards. He liked it. There were a lot of leads coming in. And then once they caught Mr. Appleby, he said, why are we not doing this everywhere else? Why are other areas? Why can't we do something beyond the Kansas City market? And that's where it kind of grew to where we connected with Alvin Brooks and the Crime Stoppers. At that time, it was Craig Sarver, which led to Kevin Boehm, and we just continued the program. I think the first year after Allie's predator was caught, we caught 7 fugitives out of the 10 that we put up on the boards. So it was a great feeling. I know Roger was excited about it, that we could do something like that and would have such a big impact on getting some criminals and fugitives off the street.
Again, we're talking with Bob Fessler with Lamar. One final question. Lamar is a national organization. I mean, you have 360,000 billboards up and leaders in digital. Is this a national program now, or is this just Kansas City?
Yeah, it started here, and then it grew. It just kind of went out, like we're in territories and regions, and it grew to the point that I think within 4 years we had connected with our National Trade Association. Our corporation jumped on board right away and said this is a great community effort that we can bring to each community that we operate in. So the corporate office jumped on board with it right away, and it expanded across the country with us. And then our national trade organization, the Outdoor Advertising Association of America, jumped on it, and that brought in all the other billboard companies that jumped on board with it. And it's now national, and it's being used by several law enforcement agencies, FBI, Border Patrol, several others. So it's pretty interesting. It started here and where it's gone from.
Bob, thank you for your heart. Thank you for your interest in this organization and for your impact to keep our community and our nation safe. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it.